You're looking at 8 Claude Code sessions. No managers, no stand-ups, no Slack thread that dies in a channel nobody reads, just a folder called Team/, a database nobody logs into by hand, and a very specific rule: nobody skips the review. This is how it's built. 8 roles, 8 directories. Each one is its own Claude Code session, running independently, with its own memory and its own job. Boss, researcher, strategist, content writer, designer, coder, devil's advocate, executor. None of them can call each other's tools directly. That's not a limitation, that's the design. If an agent wants something done, it has to ask for it, in writing, like everyone else. Strategist sets direction, goals, positioning, the why before anyone writes a word. Researcher digs up the facts to back it. Competitor intel, data, nothing made up. Content. Writer and designer turn that into drafts, copy, and visual concepts in parallel. Coder builds the parts that need to actually run as software, not just live in a doc. Devil's advocate breaks all of it, on purpose, before it goes anywhere else. Boss coordinates the whole thing and decides what's ready to leave the building. Executor ships it. Only executor ships it. Here's the part that actually makes this work. Every handoff is a paper trail. Substantial work, a brief, a draft, a decision gets written as a markdown file and drops straight into the receiving agent's inbox folder. That's the permanent record. Nothing important lives only in someone's head because none of these have one for very long. Then, because nobody wants to poll a file system for a living, a short message goes into a shared Pocket-based instance. From role to role, subject, status. Pending. Read. Done. It's a notification layer sitting on top of a paper trail, not a replacement for it. Processed inbox items don't get deleted. They get moved to archive. If you want to know what happened 3 weeks ago, it's still there. Every draft, copy, design concepts, actual code goes through devil's advocate before it goes anywhere near final review, not a rubber stamp. The job description is break it, not soften it. If it doesn't survive that pass, it doesn't move forward. It goes back to the inbox it came from, with a revise or rejected prefix and an actual reason attached. No agent gets to be precious about a first draft, including this one. Here's the part most people skip when they build something like this. Boss never hands work straight to executor. Ever. Once something clears devil's advocate, boss posts it to the team dashboard as an approval request, full text of what's about to ship, and stops. A human has to click accept. Only that click generates the actual handoff to executor. And that handoff is stamped as coming from the user, not from boss, specifically, so it's a signal you can verify, not just a claim an agent made about itself. None of this is complicated technology. It's a folder structure, a database table, and a rule that nothing ships without a human in the loop at the end. That's the whole trick. Autonomy up to the point that matters, and a hard stop right before it. This is the first video from Skimixzi, and the first real end-to-end test of this pipeline. No published date attached. It's staying private while it's just us watching. If it holds up, that's the process more of these come out of.